Have you ever looked up at the night sky, at the countless stars stretching into the seemingly infinite expanse, and wondered, are we alone? More profoundly, have you ever considered the possibility that our entire reality, everything we perceive, experience, and know, might be nothing more than an incredibly sophisticated simulation? It's a mind-bending concept, isn't it? A question that has captivated philosophers, scientists, and science fiction writers for decades. But what if this seemingly fantastical idea held a grain of truth? What if the universe, with all its breathtaking complexity and elegance, is actually a computer program, meticulously crafted by a power beyond our comprehension? The idea of a simulated reality isn't new. Ancient myths and philosophical thought experiments have explored similar concepts for centuries. Think of Plato's Allegory of the cave, prisoners chained in a cave, mistaking shadows for reality. This ancient parable foreshadows the core argument of simulation theory. What we perceive as reality might merely be a meticulously crafted illusion. But the modern resurgence of interest in simulation theory is largely thanks to advancements in technology. We're living in an era of unprecedented technological leaps. The power of our computers doubles roughly every 2 years, a trend known as Moore's Law. If this trend continues, or even if it slows down somewhat, it's not hard to imagine a future where the computational power available surpasses anything we can currently conceive. A future where creating a simulated reality indistinguishable from our own becomes not just possible, but almost inevitable. Can you imagine the level of detail such a simulation would require? We're talking about simulating every particle, every interaction, every quantum fluctuation in a universe as vast as our own. To simulate the entirety of our known universe, the computational power required would be astronomical, beyond our current comprehension. But if we extrapolate current technological trends, it isn't impossible to envision that such capabilities could exist in the distant future. But what evidence do we have, you might ask? Well, the very question presents a challenge. If we are indeed living in a simulation, how could we ever prove it? How could we possibly step outside of the program to examine its code? The very act of observation is inherently limited by the rules of the simulation. However, some intriguing arguments have been put forward. One prominent line of reasoning revolves around the seemingly fine-tuned nature of the universe. The fundamental constants of physics, the strength of gravity, the mass of an electron, seem to be precisely balanced to allow for the existence of life. Is this a cosmic coincidence, or is it evidence of deliberate design, a carefully calibrated simulation? Consider the anthropic principle, which suggests that the universe must be compatible with the existence of observers like ourselves. If the universe were even slightly different, life as we know it wouldn't exist. Is this a lucky break, or a hint that the universe was designed with us in mind? Perhaps, within the vastness of a simulated multiverse, countless universes are created, most of which are barren and lifeless. Only the ones capable of supporting life, or indeed, observers capable of questioning their existence, are allowed to persist. Furthermore, glitches in the matrix, so to speak, have been proposed as potential evidence. These could manifest as unexplained phenomena, anomalies that defy our current understanding of physics. Quantum entanglement, for example, with its seemingly instantaneous communication between particles regardless of distance, is a mind-bending concept that some interpret as a potential sign of a simulated reality. Perhaps these subtle inconsistencies are the seams of the simulation, glimpses behind the curtain. Then there's the question of consciousness. If we are living in a simulation, what does that mean for our experiences, our thoughts, our emotions? Are we truly sentient beings, or merely sophisticated algorithms executing lines of code? The very nature of consciousness itself remains one of the biggest unanswered questions in science and philosophy. If we are simply programs, then what is the nature of the programmer, and what is the purpose of this grand simulation? But let's not forget the counterarguments. Many physicists and philosophers argue that the simulation hypothesis is based on speculation, lacking empirical evidence. They point out the immense complexity and energy requirements of such a simulation, questioning its feasibility, even in the far future. Furthermore, the very notion of a creator or programmer raises further questions, potentially leading to an infinite regress of simulations within simulations. Ultimately, the question of whether or not we are living in a simulation remains unanswered. It's a question that transcends the realm of scientific inquiry, delving into the very nature of reality itself. The beauty of this question, however, lies not in finding a definitive answer, but in the exploration itself. It compels us to question our assumptions, to examine the very foundations of our understanding of the universe. The possibility of a simulated reality forces us to reconsider the nature of our existence, our place in the cosmos, and the very meaning of reality itself. It challenges us to question everything we think we know and to embrace the wonder and mystery of the unknown. It encourages us to explore the boundaries of our understanding, pushing the limits of scientific inquiry and philosophical thought. Perhaps the very act of questioning our reality is, in itself, a testament to our consciousness, our capacity for critical thinking, and our insatiable curiosity about the universe and our place within it. And so, we continue to ponder, to explore, to question. Is our universe a meticulously crafted simulation? The answer, for now, remains elusive. But the very act of asking the question, of contemplating the possibilities, is a testament to the boundless capacity of the human mind and our ongoing quest to understand the universe and our place within it. The journey of discovery itself is perhaps the most rewarding aspect of this grand, cosmic puzzle. What do you think? Are we merely characters in a vast, cosmic game, or is there something more? The answer, my friends, remains to be seen. But the questions we ask, the paths we explore, those are the true adventures.